I like to call this show Mythbuster. Yes, it's a chance for me to deal with some of the misconceptions that surround some features of Football Manager. On today's show, I'm going to take a look at the ball playing defender and hitting early crosses. My name is Daljit. Welcome to Bustthenet. Excerpts from today's show have been taken from games played on Twitch, where I try and interact with the community and help answer some of the questions dealing with certain features of the game. I stream 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can always join me on Twitch when you feel like it. Just drop in and say hello. Okay, so the first thing we're going to take a look at is the ball-playing defender. The first myth in the game about the ball-playing defender is that the ball-playing defender always plays long balls. He always plays really long balls, and there's no point using him because you're not going to be able to keep possession. Now that is a huge myth. First up, the ball playing defender can bring the ball out of defense. That's part of his nature. Now he can also overlap. Yes, that is something that very few people have been able to do in this game consistently, but that is a feature of the game. The ball playing defender has the ability of bringing the ball out of defense, and he can also play short and simple passes. The key here really lies in your team instructions and your choice of roles and duties. Here we're playing on a positive mentality. One would think that the ball playing defender is just going to hoof the ball up. No, instead he helps us keep possession of the ball, playing as Manchester City, of course, and we work the ball calmly back to our sweeper keeper, who then plays a pass to open up the right flank, and this leads us eventually to our very first goal against Liverpool. Yeah, we did a few of these in this game on a live stream very recently and created something like 11 clear-cut chances and scored 7 goals. What were the attributes that I needed in Matthijs de Ligt to make him go down the flanks? Well, it was really simple. All I needed was dribbling, agility, and balance. Not listed, but it is important for a player who is going to be bringing the ball out of defense into the final third. Now, if I want him to play a simple passing game like what we did with Manchester City, then I'm looking for the attributes that are highlighted here. I'm looking for passing, I'm looking for vision, I'm looking for decisions and composure, because you want the player to be composed on the ball with good first touch, receives the pass, and then plays the pass out to somebody else, which means that we also need to make sure that the right roles and duties surround the player. Finally, team instructions. Please play with play out of defense if you want to use the ball playing defender in that way. Otherwise, he might occasionally play the short pass, but he's also very willing and he's going to look for the opportunity to do a Virgil van Dijk cross diagonal. Quite a few people on the stream were surprised when I went for this player as a ball playing defender. The reason was very simple. I just wanted somebody who doesn't necessarily dribble the ball out of defense, but is capable of playing the short pass under pressure. So I was looking for a player who had passing, decisions, and composure, along with the typical mental attributes that are required for a central defender to read the game and put himself in the right position. When using a ball-playing defender, please be aware that you need roles and duties around him who will help him out. Now, if you have no playmakers in front of him, chances are the ball-playing defender might try the defense-splitting pass. But to encourage him to play the ball out of defense, even without the use of playmakers, I would recommend using play out of defense. Ball-playing defenders can be used in any tier of football. There's a stronger possibility in the lower tiers they're going to hoof the ball out because they don't have enough attributes to make them play the role really effectively. But if your attributes are superior relative to the rest of the league, then it's worth considering. The final piece you need in making the ball playing defender work is also training. You want to make sure that you're working on improving the attributes necessary for this style of football to be played by your side. And one of the more important sessions to include in your training sessions will be play from the back. I hope you have fun trying out the ball playing defender. Another misunderstood team instruction is hit early crosses. Most people think this just means that a team will deliver more crosses. No, all it means to do is to deliver crosses early before a team has time to settle into a stacked defense. This is different from work ball into box, which makes a team more patient, where the priority is ball retention, looking for openings to explore. If a team has settled into a stacked defense, these openings will be even harder to exploit. Your players will need to be very good at keeping the ball while they move it around looking for a chance to exploit. If they lose the ball at any time in the final third, your team could be drawn so high up the pitch that they leave themselves vulnerable. This is especially dangerous when teams employ the overlap instruction and use wingbacks. Hit early crosses can be very good at unlocking any kind of team. The goal here is to hit the team early in your attacking transition before they can get reinforcements to help them defend. You could be attacking, having the advantage with 2 strikers against 2 defenders, but your work ball into box could slow the attack down, allowing the opposition time enough to get back to defend. Their advantage has now been wiped away. While work ball into box can be a good instruction for most sides who are comfortable at ball retention, it has its risks. So if you want to use it, you have to recognize the fact that you need to be absolutely good at keeping the ball. Hit early crosses can be used in a really dangerous way against sides that are attacking you with wingbacks or are playing with a narrow defense. Systems like a 5-3-2 thrive on defensive stability. So if you use work ball into box against them, you need to get the ball past 2 wingbacks and 3 central defenders. If you use hit early crosses, you could be delivering the cross before the wingbacks get back to help defend. Naturally, like any other system, every team instruction needs to be understood within the context of roles and duties. For hit early crosses to work effectively, you need players who are attacking the space. 2 striker systems are especially powerful with hit early cross because you are usually delivering early crosses to 2 strikers against 2 defenders. Does this mean that you need to use hit early crosses with every single tactic? No, you need to understand why one would want to use hit early crosses within the context of the tactic that they've created. Here I've got a 4-3-1-2 which uses hit early crosses. I'm using a wingback with the cross aim target man instruction. I've got a target man up top who is going to be a target for quite a few of the players. And we also employ hit early crosses with pass into space against teams that are attacking me and leaving their flanks vulnerable. Here, I use hit early crosses without pass into space because my team is very good at keeping the ball. So here, we do not want to play pass into space because we will be trying to play through balls towards a team that's not coming out to play. This could easily see us lose possession and give up the ball too easily. On the other hand, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to attack them aggressively, hitting the early crosses before they can even settle into a rigid defense. Hit early cross is one of the most misunderstood team instructions in the game. It doesn't mean more crosses, it just means that the players will attempt crosses earlier, which also means higher up the pitch instead of down the byline. If you want to use this instruction, think about your roles and duties. Do you have any who are attacking early? Are you playing against a team that is offering you space down the flanks? Are you playing against a narrow defense that only has wingbacks defending it? Do you just want quicker transitions from back to front? If you've answered yes to all these questions, then hit early cross can be a good choice. I like to keep things simple, so whenever I play this game, I like to think about how hit early crosses can work with line of engagement. Here, I'm drawing a team out. Then, if the attack breaks down, which is what I'm hoping to do, then I can hit the early cross, or I can hit them behind the lines to score easy goals. It's not a very complicated way of playing the game. So the next time you design a tactic or even download a tactic from someone else, think about why they may be using hit early cross and why they may be using pass into space. When is it a good idea to use hit early cross with pass into space, or when is it just a good idea only to employ hit early cross? Well, I hope you enjoyed this show. If you have any questions, please look me up on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Once again, I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. You guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.